Cześć Piotrze.
Witaj, Pawle.
Hello, Peter. Hello, Pavel. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, we have met here with a professional, Pavel, who has a lot of experience in network marketing. Let's talk about the marketing plans. We would like to show from our long-standing experience of a dozen years whether it's possible to have a good choice of a good company with a good marketing plan. What are the traps in comparison of marketing plans? And we have met to tell what marketing plan of your life. The marketing plan is the heart of every organization and dependent on how this plan works, how it awards people. This is the future of this affects the future of each organization. What plans have you encountered? We have differential binary plans, matrix, hybrid plans. There are different plans, but it's all going down to how those plans are able to distribute this 100 that is left, that is spent in the company among the people who organize, promote, and organize the distribution. About the binary plan, many people are admiring it, but for some reason, none of the top company ever survives with this kind of plan. Why? There may be a few reasons. I've been in that business since 2008, and in my career, I have met a lot of companies with binary plans, but usually they lasted for several years. They appeared and they disappeared in the mist. What are the elements that cause those changes? Well, the initial plan of Unilevel, you had some limitation. You could put people deep inside the organization, and there is a rule in the marketing plans that the amount of money derives from the width and the safety and stabilization from the depth of the organization. So there was a problem in looking for this golden solution. That's why those binary plans were established to build the depth. But then they thought it's, well, not quite good. So we are talking about the dual life marketing plan, which is a hybrid plan, so Unilever tuned plan. This is one of the best plans, is hybrid plan, because one of the best ones, because every top company is equipped with this plan. It's good to look at the market, to look at the top companies in the market to see how they work and how long they have been operating in the market. Because if you want to build a business for years, then we should pay attention to such things. It's more important whether the plan is differentiated, whether it's varied, whether there are people who earn really a lot, or the plan is balanced and a lot of people earn decent money. Because if we look at the manner of of remuneration of the people in the organization, it's like a connected vessels, interconnected vessels. If we have people who start, they're trainers and top leaders, they all are divided from the same money. The same money is distributed to them. And here there are different inconsistencies. Sometimes it's even injustices in the marketing plan. That's the art of the thing, to prepare the plan in such a manner that people can see perspective at every stage. I often think, what's more important stage? The starting point, the leaders, the top leaders. Every stage is important. If you start, you need to have a perspective um, to be involved, to work. Those at managerial positions, they are often professionals who perhaps drive some good cars. They want to have proper income. They are involved and they are the driving force and they hold the organization. But the top leaders are also important. Yes, would you agree? Yes. So if we were to compare two marketing plans, then the first thing we should do is to ask a question: how much money from the turnover does the company allocate to payment to their club members? This is one of the most important things. And it's not easy for someone without experience to get the objective information. We need to look at the point conversion. how many points is how much money. So people often say how many points are paid. It may be a mistake. It's about the conversion ratio also. So it's easier to analyze the currency based money, how much is it paid, and how the money is divided. I was fascinated by one man once who earned $1 million a month from the network marketing. I said, wow, what an amazing company, how much they pay, how this business is going. And I say, perhaps I'll be interested to start the cooperation. And I looked at the table of remunerations. I love analysis. Okay, well, here you tackled a very interesting issue related with whether people choose the company in the right way, because the first company is chosen by our friend. Yes, we take a decision on the basis of emotions. We like something. By the other decision we take, or the third one, we take more analytically. Yes, exactly. It was my case because my first network marketing was that I followed a friend. So I didn't know what I was taking. I trusted a friend. But then I was very thoroughly next analyzing all the pros and cons and the tables chart. So if you want to get involved for many years, then you want to take a good decision, especially if you have the experience that you devoted 6 years for the company that later went bankrupt, disappeared from the market. So this is important. This matters. If you have these experiences, then you can see the difference between the company you left and the company you are joining, with which we are cooperating today. Yes, it's wonderful that being here in the council's leader, we have a realistic impact. We are an advisory body. We can suggest solutions and we can create the plan in which we always wanted to work. And this is very important. And that's the difference between appreciating only those people who start. Because yes, they have this enthusiasm, but they don't know that we have the management, those people who teach others to solicit, to sell. But then we have the top leaders group who have enormous experience and they are looking with a vision not for the coming months or several years, but they have a vision for the company to survive decades. They analyze the market, competition, development perspective. They look at new markets. So they are the people who are not looking 1 or 2 steps ahead, but they are looking many steps ahead, like the chess master, for example. It's a person who can anticipate many moves ahead. Yes, yes, me too. I have played many chess games online. So, returning to Duo Live marketing plan, we need to look at this that there were things which attracted us to Duo. Duo is changing all the time, but some things that now in 2023 have been really excellently developed. But we have already chosen the plan earlier. I made a chance decision 6 years ago. Which things were attractive to you to join? Well, I had some experience. I was able to analyze the facts and figures, but what I really liked was that there is so much so-called money for the beginners and those who have with 3 people in your organization, you have the perspective. Additionally, I liked the grace periods idea. So if you have had a specific level, and the higher the level, the longer the grace period is. So if you're a manager or a director, for several next months, you are rewarded on that position, no matter what your turnover is. We remember that there is seasonality in every business. Okay, what about the minuses? If it was not there, then the minus of not having those grace periods, and in most of the marketing plans, it's not present. So every month, no matter the position you are in, you need to struggle for that level. Sometimes your situation is not stable. Sometimes it takes a lot of months, a couple of months. You need to strengthen your leadership. You need to equip people with new skills. Okay. Look, many people who don't know much about network marketing, they accuse of garage, so-called garage marketing. It's that someone deals with with network marketing, and you do shopping with at the end of the month. You have the whole garage of purchased products, and what do you do with those products? You buy them, sell them at lower prices. You don't earn money. Well, it's not the case in dual life. I'm not forced to buy product at the end of the period. And what about the promotion on active point? Well, this is something that when I show to somebody with some experience, people say, really, it works this way here. I do purchases, and for the next 30 years, days, I can be promoted in this point. So the end of the month, it's not the end of the month actually. So if the end of the settlement period comes and you want to register new people, some people will think that, well, wait, because those points will expire, register the person in a new period. No, here it's not the case. If you do activity today and you can be promoted in this activity for the next 30 days. So if my settlement period expires and I haven't accomplished my rank, it's okay. I still have time to complete it. So we have grace periods. We have promotions on active points. We have the possibility of paying off recovering our investments after inviting the first three people only. So isn't it annoying for you, those cut-offs, then someone is promoted and takes your money? In your life, no. But this was the case before in other companies. But the compensation plan is that you care about creating as many success stories as possible. If you are in the first managerial position, from this position, the balancing bonuses, commissions appear. So if somebody else catches you, then you get the equaling bonuses on the whole turnover. This is wonderful. And other than that are the rentier bonus. So if you are a director in dual life, and this may be the case that periodically your turnovers fall in your organization, then you don't have to worry because you have the percentage of the turnover of the whole company. Suddenly, it turns out that there is an Eastern or Western market opening, and you are deriving royalties from this. So you create the success stories, but you are not dependent on creating these stories because you don't have to have many separate lines and specific people on specific positions so that you get promoted yourself. This is one of the most important things. If you are supposed to have 7 lines and in each line you have the leaders at high positions, what if someone gets sick, leaves, or something happens and this line is not at the level you want to have? You are falling down and your turnover falls down. And it's not the case in dual life. I mentioned this spotlight plan, I called it. If you don't have the experience, if you come and ask how much do you get, and you look at those who earn the best, and the consequence of this excellent, well-balanced plans is the situation that the top leader earns still a lot, and it's hard to compare it directly with another company. But if you take another parameter that is absolutely the most important to me, it's how many people earn. We win with every other company because it's a mass, a whole load of people. I think it's 700 people. It's at the manager and above. So 700 people earns from 4.5 or 5,000 and above. 700, and we are a young company. What's ahead of us? Yeah, we are waiting for strong international development, and those works that we participated in are constructed in such way so as this development is comprehensive, dynamic, and that we can conquer all the markets abroad.
There's one more thing that's interesting to me. If you were to think about which part of marketing plan is the most important, the one that is for the ones who begin, the one who rewards the beginners, the one which rewards those who teach the beginners, or the one which pays those who benefit from this many year experience. Which one is the most important? I thought about it many times, and the conclusion is that every stage is important. Why? The first stage is very important because if people who just begin stay for longer and develop and go higher, everybody will benefit. The whole company will benefit. If managers are greatly rewarded, they will have energy and motivation to work to open more markets, to find new club members, partners, etc. They will be an example for other people that it's possible to be done and that there are a lot of such people, not just one person. But of course, top leaders are also important because if we have managers who have been engaged, they need to see a financial perspective, a perspective or prospect of great lives where they have time for ourselves, for themselves, for their families. They can have a wonderful life, and this is what they strive for. So top leaders are role models, and for them, it's also important to have this prospect. Top leaders, people with experience, know-how, skills, who have come all this way, are mentors. If they are well rewarded, they will stay with us for a long time. I think, well, I am sure now that these changes that happened in 2023 in the marketing plan really care about each of these groups as much as possible. You can't do it better. We have perfect conditions for the people at the start, perfect conditions for people who are the mini leaders. So the managers, they have luxurious cars, they have foreign trips already at this quite low level with a prospect of trips to exotic countries. They are rewarded financially. Uh, so when the organization, even if it develops, they are not cut off. So if I were to list some wishes, there are no more wishes that have not been met on this list. I agree, these novelties, these new things we have introduced, we looked at this plan as a beautiful design, as a beautiful shape. We saw where we can polish it, where we can make it more streamlined so that we can go faster with less fuel consumption. So it's a great diamond, like a wonderful diamond, which has been prepared by specialists, by people with know-how, by the co-founders. And we want every person who joins us to be as well cared for as possible at every stage. There is something fantastic about the fact that we can take part in something like that. And with such possibilities, we can go to the whole world and show the best quality. Pavel, I would like to sum up our meeting here with one sentence. It's very important to be flexible in the changes on the market. What's great in Dual Life is that we have people who are the co-founders who are open enough to listen. Me and Pavel and other people as well with big experience, we are a kind of council for the company. We share our comments, our about what's happening on the market, and together we work out solutions. And this time, the solution is this great marketing plan that we have right now in Dual Life. The team of the company is composed of dynamic, engaged, analytical people focused on work, experienced people. So from each side, we try to be as competitive as possible on the market. We want to build great opportunities for people and prospects of development and put humans in the center. Pavel, I would like to congratulate you for this wonderful marketing plan. we would like to congratulate you. If you want more details about the marketing plan, meet the people, the person who is at the position of a manager, director. We are all open here to meeting, to talking about what hasn't been said yet, because there are a lot of aspects which are absolutely innovative, original, and which differentiate us. There is a reason why Duo Live in 2022 in December, according Business for Home, achieved the second place in the world out of 700 companies as one of the most dynamically developing companies in the whole market of network marketing. You are in a great place. Use this opportunity. Thank you very much. It's been great to see you. Bye.